What up, TikTok? I'm hoping that this is recording because I'm clouded and I don't have very good reception right now, so I apologize for that. I have a multi layered engrammed message, mainly because I'm proud of you and I'm being asked to be more proud of me too for many, many, many reasons, and most of them I know, but I keep on such I'll just say that because I feel like I'm not the only one abroad, right? There's a lot that I've handled that I keep on the outskirts. It's still there, still aware. I just don't allow it to overload my plate every day because then I would be completely dysfunctional like half the rest of the other bullshitters out there. So, if you're like that as well, then I'm proud of you because it takes a lot to do that. Also, it takes a lot to sit with yourself in silence. I do a lot of off grid work, and it takes a lot to be able to sit with oneself and not be consumed with other emotions and so on and so forth. So I'm proud of you for that too, because that must resonate as well. I'm going to pause here and kind of connect to my elders and ask them what it is that they want to hear from me. Okay, so part of the message is, for one, my last video got restricted because I had spoke so much about this gang stalking event that happened to me. 2 cars full of people gang stalked me, tried to block me in, threw a bunch of stuff in my van. I have that on video. I'm going to share that on a different platform. I'm not going to go there and let that consume me. That's not what I have to bring to the table is clutter, right? So it has to do with this fake narrative that if you're not falling for the fake narrative, then you are targeted pretty much. And so what's going on now in this place that I'm from, grew up at, is so much of the fake narrative is supposed to be like sealed. But yet here's what actually happens is I go offline so much that it allows that fake narrative to play. And a lot of people, if they don't know, why wouldn't you believe it? You see what I'm saying? But it's not my concern. I'm not here to bat that at all. But here's what I'm starting to notice, and my elders are starting to notice, and it's starting to be viewed, right? I've learned a lot outside of what the program says that I am. And from a lot of it has to do with mastering living outside, from fixing generators to fixing solar batteries to fixing tankless water heaters to fixing my car to fixing tires, studs on the tires, bearings on the tires, brakes on the tires, alternators. I said batteries. I mean, it's like, and then also still be a person and creating EMF reducers. I've fixed phones. I've had multiple different accounts be hacked on my phone, so I had to hop into other phones. And then all of a sudden, my phone's like to jump into water for no fucking reason at all when you're in the middle of nowhere, spiritual attacks and stuff. And then I've had to regather my information from other phones. All of a sudden, you can't get into your banking because you're stuck in the woods. Just so much. Again, I don't let that, it's outskirts information. But how it's being brought forward now with, like, let's say, for example, like three phones, but also 3 cars later, when I go into the city, and I go into other fields, or I show up at people's houses that assumed certain things, and they're like, dude, she just completely rebuilt that. How did she do that if she hasn't been doing this for a while? So it's starting to like show I have skills that wasn't in the original narrative. And so my ancestors are like, dude, we told you it was gonna, like, my elders, actually, more than ancestors, the elders are actually like, we told you it was going to start showing on the other foot, right? The tables are going to start turning. People are going to start seeing you for who you really are, not just the narrative. And they're like, why aren't you proud? Like, everybody sees it. And also, they came through and said, you have so many more, like, if you want to call them followers, because in elders' eyes, it's not followers. They're just, and some people actually say the watchers too. I have a lot of watchers as well, which is why I can go into the woods, because I have so many watchers that overwatch the watchers. It's weird. And I could get into that on a different platform probably, because they steal my information a lot and interweave it and use it back against me. And it's just so much fuckery that's going on, but it's starting to, and I'm just proud of you, and I hope that you're proud of you, because this isn't just me. Like, we're, a lot of us have gone through so many trials and tribulations and so many struggles that it actually built you. And so many times, even these gang stalkers and these haters that are just feeding off of you, that, but yet feeding you, it's like they're trying to feed your victory off of you while feeding you garbage and feeding you nonsense. So they want to overload your plate and overload your biofield and your sensory system with nonsense and vulgar and parasitic bullshit just to keep you heavy, while they're feeding off your golden seal, your golden light. You see what I'm saying? And I keep being asked, and as a provoking stage, like, don't you hate those haters? You know what they did to you? You know what they did to your kids? You know how they turned your kids against you? And you know how they did this? And, like, why don't you hate them? And somehow, amazingly enough as it is, just like every struggle, every time somebody wished harm upon me and wished harm upon my home and how I live and so on and so forth, like, that made me have to grow. You made me have to know. I didn't want to be in this seat, but it was this seat that built me. And so I keep giving them back, like, appreciation for the lesson. And it's just fucking up their head bad. They're like, you're supposed to hate us and regret us. And I'm like, but I still appreciate the lesson. I don't have to like you, but I can appreciate what I learned from that. And that's really all you can do. All you can take is what you have to hold. It's not a material value. It's what you've learned through all this yuck. You've built yourself something nice, and I'm very proud of you. And you have so much more. And then there's, like, the future level me, like my higher version me, and if I continue in this path, the one that's leading me this path is like, I needed you to know this stuff now, because what you build later. If you didn't know what you know now, like, we wouldn't have the mindset that we needed for later. So right now, in this weird fuckery that's going on, a part of you is like, why am I just, like, batting my head against the wall and I feel like I'm not gaining no speed? You're not gaining no speed in the fake narrative, in their program. But you are gaining marathon after marathon after marathon after marathon that you're not realizing. And we had to, like, force the shoe to fit. And I'm still trying to sit with it. I'm still trying to be like, it wasn't even my shoe, but what did you grow from it? So rather than, like, try to fuck your head up about who destiny swapped you and all this other targeting stuff, just whatever. It's not even about that. It's what you can carry forward now. And I'm so proud of you, because you didn't know that it was supposed to help you go into this direction. And it's going to continue. The good, the bad, and the ugly. It's going to continue until you no longer doubt you no more, my love. Love you. They're almost out of time. But I love you. Rain or shine.